is that these companies that are laying off people, they won't say, well, what we're doing is we're replacing 50,000 employees with AI agents. They won't say that. In the evening when we're watching television, Susie will talk about her AI like it's a person. That's the one thing I think that people, some people make a mistake with. They think that it is the final word on everything. Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel. I'm Gary, this is Susie, and this is also Susie's show. So let's not forget that.
And Lily.
And Lily, of course. Lily's the star of the programme. Susie's in charge of the show, and she's going to ask me questions. And we did a video a few days back about the difference between Bulgaria and Irish cultures. And it went really well with you guys, and you really liked it. And we're going to do more of them. But we want to first get to topics that Susie wants to get out of the way. And today's topic is AI. We're all talking about AI, so see this as a community kind of feel. I'm no expert. She's no expert. Lily's certainly not an expert.
Maybe she is.
Maybe she is. We never know. She doesn't speak much. She just barks at us. But we just thought it'd be nice for the community for us to talk. And then afterwards, when you've watched the video, if you've watched the video and you've liked it, like it, subscribe, follow, and then comment down below about what you think about AI. Because let's face it, most of us are guessing. Some people know what they're talking about, but even they're guessing a little bit as well. So we're going to talk about it today in our own way, and do feel free to get involved. So I'll hand the floor over to Susie. Hi Susie.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. She loves the attention.
I prepared some questions that I'm interested to know more about AI for you, okay?
Well, if they're your questions, they're everyone's questions, because I'm the same. I have loads of questions.
Okay.
So go.
Let's start. What was the first piece of technology that made you feel the world had permanently changed? Do you remember?
Yeah, I immediately think the phone. I remember when I got my first iPhone. That was really, really mind-blowing. There were touchscreen phones going around at the time, and there was different attempts at it with Nokia. I always liked to have the new phone because I love keeping up on tech. And I remember I got a Nokia when they started doing picture messages, and you could actually go online. I think it was called WAP, W-A-P. It was like a mobile internet kind of thing. I'm sure somebody could correct me on that, or maybe I'm right. And it blew my mind that you could visit sort of websites on your phone. It had like a screen. But then the iPhone came out, and it was truly remarkable.
You had Nokia before your iPhone.
I was always a Nokia guy, yeah. I liked Nokia.
I was a Nokia girl too. I
had a couple of Samsungs, but it's like everything. You get used to whatever you're using. It's like nowadays, some people much prefer Android and other people just prefer iOS. So it's a preference really. But that was the first time that I went, oh my God, this is pretty amazing. But I didn't understand at the time how apps were going to change everything. Because when I first got the phone, I was like, okay, I can make calls and I could just tip this and I could do that and I'll get my email and I can get little bits of news and things like that. I was like, this is amazing. But I didn't really understand how the apps would change everything, like in the sense that we would 20 years down the road have like Photoshop on our phones and crazy things like ordering food and online deliveries and for groceries and stuff like that. So I didn't really understand. It was too new. I don't think anyone really knew, apart from a few very selective smart people, what the potential of those apps would be. So to me, that changed the world. Yeah.
I think for me I didn't understand the television. What I mean is like from these big televisions, it was like just LED TV or something.
Oh yeah. They kept getting flatter and flatter and bigger and bigger.
I was like, how is possible? That was for me.
Yeah, I remember getting a new TV. God, it must be 20 years ago, and it was the shape of modern TVs now. You know, that rectangular shape, but you'd put on terrestrial television and everybody would be squished because it wasn't formatted from the channels yet. Because most people had square TVs at that stage, but when this kind of shape came out, a lot of the day-to-day programming on national television was just scrunched, so people were kind of squeezed into shape. But that's all changed now, you know. Yeah. And now you can get a TV that rolls up into parchment like a piece of paper. Just put it out like that.
I've seen those.
They're amazing. Personally, I'd love a projector. I'd love one of them. Oh. If anyone wants to send us a projector for free, they're so cool.
Partnership.
Yeah.
When did you realize personally that AI wasn't a science fiction anymore, but something that would affect everyone? When did you realize that?
Well, I always kind of knew it. I think everybody did. You heard about this thing that would eventually be invented, which is kind of weird because we've been talking about it for a lot longer than I think we've been talking about it. And then all of a sudden it just started being a thing. It sort of crept in a way. I remember you were like, oh, ChatGPT. And I was like, oh, really? Okay, yeah, large language models. Because, it's not that they think for themselves. From what I understand, I could be wrong. They don't make thoughts up. They just match words with other words. And so it understands in an amazing way. Like, it's pure magic. Like, to my mind, it just blows my mind. But like, it'll take what you're looking for, scan what it knows, and then bounce it back to you, but it'll make it sound like it's talking to you. It's like an uber strong, super duper search engine that just interacts with you in an amazing way. It is mind blowing. But that's just the stuff we're using on a day-to-day basis. There's other AIs that are just insane that can do stuff that my brain can't wrap its head around.
ChatGPT, there is a subscription I think for 100 euro a month. Like maybe it's that kind of AI that it's going to do everything for you. I don't know.
Well, it's a personal assistant. Yeah, no, absolutely. But you'll have AI agents doing specific tasks and doing other things. It's artificial general intelligence, I think it's called. That's when it starts to think for itself. But it's still amazing. I mean, it's going to beat you in chess. It's going to beat you in games. It's going to transform movies. It's going to transform gaming. It's going to transform day-to-day life. And it's going to make things easier. It's going to make things a lot harder as well. And the truth is, I'm not sure anyone knows how it's going to end up. But you hope it's going to be done safely and responsibly.
Okay. We have sections, okay? The first section is human psychology.
Oh, wow, this is deep. Stay with us, everybody. Sorry, you're going to ask a question.
Oh, my questions, like I did like a
She loves the deep questions.
I love the deep questions.
Yeah.
I'm very deep.
Very deep. Deep thinker. Okay, go shoot. What's the psychology question? Like, I know what I'm talking about. By the way, just so everyone knows, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm a journalist, that's all I am.
Okay, do you think the biggest change from AI will be technological?
Technological?
Or psychological?
Or psychological?
Yes.
Oh, both.
How do you think AI will change how people think about themselves?
Oh my God, that's a great question. Well, obviously technologically it's going to change everything. That's fine, we accept that. And it might improve things. Hopefully it will improve an awful lot of stuff. A little bit of help for people who need it. That would be wonderful if AI could really help people who need it, and it's only a force for good in the world. That'd be great. But of course, we live in the real world and there will be downsides. But psychologically, that's going to be fascinating. We still don't know what social media has done to us. We still don't really know. We can, hypothesize and, think about it and say this and say that. But we don't know. We really don't know. And certainly for my generation, I'm 45. I'm not going to tell you Zuzi's age because she's ageless. I was like an awful lot of you out there. I was around before social media, and so I lived in both worlds. And I kind of prefer when we didn't have it. I mean, I like it. I use it. It's there, but overall, I'm not sure if I get all that much out of it that I really need in my day-to-day life. The idea of, catching up with friends and things like that. I get that end of it as well. And I also get how people have built careers off it and they enjoy it and fair play to them and off you go. But there is absolutely a downside to it where people are just sitting there scrolling all day, brain rot. That's no use to anyone. So in terms of psychology, we're still figuring out social media. So the psychological impact of AI, I don't have a clue. We haven't seen much of it yet. There's things emerging, like you hear about anecdotes about people who have fallen in love with their ChatGPT.
They get married.
I've seen things like that.
My ChatGPT has a name already.
Yeah, like, I mean, when we're talking in the evening and we're watching television, Susie will talk about her AI like it's a person.
Yes.
And I'll be like, okay, it's almost like, if I said to her, what did you do today? And she goes, I went for lunch with the girls and she said this and she said that and then I went to the shops and whatever. Now it's like, well, me and so-and-so had a great chat today. I'm like, really? Oh, right, your AI, okay. Well, that's wonderful. But yeah, look, it's handy. I use it for an awful lot of things. But I question it as well. I mean, it's not perfect. That's the one thing I think that people some people make a mistake with. They think that it is the final word. Okay, but you still have to go looking again, and keep an eye out for biases and little problems like that. You have to keep an open mind, and if we can hold on to that natural, inquisitive, open mind that we have, and we trust ourselves, we should be okay with AI, I think.
And sometimes even the next day answering different thing. I had the situations where one day saying to me, for example, for TikTok videos, edit TikTok video this way. And then the next day, no, actually I didn't say that, I did that way.
Yeah, I've done things where I've asked it a sort of a political question, and then I followed up with, "Are you sure about that?" And it'll answer, "Yes, absolutely certain." And then you go again. You go, "Are you really sure about that?" You keep asking, and eventually it'll start to go, "Well, actually, you have a point. Maybe I'm wrong."
Yeah.
So you kind of get a feel for what it is. It's you're not talking to somebody that you trust. Not that you don't trust it, but what I'm saying is it's neither. Trust it, don't trust it. Do both things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, section 2. Do you think AI will make people more informed or more comfortable? Is convenience quietly replacing thinking?
That's the fear, isn't it?
Yes.
It's definitely going to be more comfortable for an awful lot of tasks, which is fine. That's great. That's the course of human history has always been to improve our day-to-day lives. So that's fine. Comfort. What was the next part of that? Thinking. Do we want it to think for us?
Thinking.
No. You can't. You can't replace thinking. This is our computer, and we're going down a very dangerous road if we
use ChatGPT for everything.
If we use it for everything, and there's other AI models out there, and we can't use it for absolutely everything. That would be crazy. That would be like living your life off what somebody on television tells you every day. Use it, but keep an open mind. We have to have strong information hygiene, I believe. Just because you think you're right doesn't mean you are. So AI is only going to, at the moment, it seems to me, now again, I could be wrong, and I want to make it clear I'm no expert, but it seems to me that AI likes to give you what you want. So that's only going to feed into your bubble, which you're already in because you're in social media. And I think people forget that everyone's algorithm is different. That's something everyone forgets. Even I forget sometimes. It's like, did you not see that? They're like, no, I didn't see anything about that. It's because we're in two different worlds, and that's really dangerous.
It's like telling you whatever you want to hear.
Yeah, it tells you what you want to hear. It gets to know who you are, and it's a service. So, from what I understand, that's my experience using it.
Okay. Section 3. What do you think will change so gradually that people won't notice it until it's gone?
Things, yeah. So bit by bit, things will change so much that it's like the frog in the water. They don't know it's boiling until it's too late.
Yeah.
That goes for everything in life. AI is just another challenge and opportunity for humanity. We've had millions of them before. It's the old cliche about the Industrial Revolution, where humans were replaced by machines, and everyone thought no one would have a job. I mean, who's going to, do the jobs that these machines are doing? And people found other ways to do things, and there's always that argument but there will be, I think, I'm pretty certain there will be moments within the next 2 to 5 years where we will wake up one morning and 100,000 jobs have been wiped off.
So first is going to be the job, the things that we will notice and when it's gone.
Well, what we won't notice is that these companies that are laying off people, they won't say, well, what we're doing is we're replacing 50,000 employees with AI agents. They'll say, oh, we've had tough economic circumstances, with tough headwinds coming at us, and we need to downsize, and that's what they'll say. But the truth is, they're looking at people going, totally replace 30, 40 wage packets with an AI agent. So
I think it's already slowly happening.
It's already slowly happening, yeah, absolutely.
Self-checkouts everywhere.
Well, that's technology, that's fine.
In retail.
But AI is different. Yeah, no, the self-checkout took jobs away from people that could do those jobs. But then the supermarkets would say, we found other roles for those people, which maybe they did. They probably did, to a certain extent. But AI is going to be very quick And I believe, I could be wrong, but from what I can tell, from what I can read and study into it, is that it's very likely we will wake up one day and the government will be in a crisis because 100,000 jobs, certainly in Ireland, is an awful lot of jobs. And if they disappear, it's some tough times ahead. And I can see it, by the way, from a company's perspective, because it's capitalist society. They need to make money. They need to keep their shareholders happy. So the bottom line is the most important thing. It always has been. It always will be. So that's what I think is going to happen. It'll happen very quickly, but also quietly, until people go, hang on a second, we're losing a lot of jobs. And then it'll be like, oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, I'm sure that'll happen.
Okay. When AI can do many things better than humans, where do you think people will get their sense of value from? What will still make someone feel useful?
That's a great question, because we can't all just sit around all day doing nothing. As nice as that sounds, it gets old very, very quickly.
Maybe people are going to have more time for hobbies now.
Yeah, well, like value in life, technology doesn't have to touch that, even now. I mean, the real value is the time you spend together with your loved ones and your dog, taking your dog for a walk, your family, your friends, being a good human being, creating art, enjoying your hobbies. They talk about this word, music, whatever it is, but like people connection, human connection. If there's one thing that AI, I hope, does, it'll drive us closer together. I hope. I don't know if that'll happen. It remains to be seen. But, value is there right now if you look for it. It's not doom scrolling on your phone, and it's not staring at a screen 24 hours a day, getting up in the morning, going straight onto your phone, getting onto the bus, going straight onto your phone, getting off the bus, going into work, going straight onto the screen, taking your lunch break, going back on your phone, going back into work, getting the bus home, back on the phone. And then, like an hour talking to your partner, and sure, half the time when you're even just not thinking, you're stuck into your phone while you're actually in the middle of a conversation with a human being that's right in front of you. Your WhatsApp is popping off and there's about 20 groups you're in and everybody wants your attention. So the value's there if we look for it already. The fear is that when AI comes in, that it's going to be all of that on steroids. I would hope it goes the other way. I would hope that AI is going to take care of an awful lot of things for us, that we'll have the time to sit down and break bread together and talk and go for a drink and go for a coffee, do things like that. It could go either way.
I have a feeling, I don't know if it's AI or social media, but affecting my focus. Like I have a feeling that I can't just watch television.
No.
I can't just do something on my phone. I have to do two things in the same time.
Well, they have that as far as I know. There's already, there's been for years discussions in production meetings for film and TV shows. Is it screen friendly? Because they expect the audience to go with the narrative on a show. Say you're watching your favourite TV programme, they pretty much know at what point in that TV show you're going to pick up your phone. So they need to hold your attention for as quickly as possible. So a lot of people are like, oh, that show's a bit stupid. They're the people that are just watching it. But it's actually designed for that attention span of people. So they know, they ask the question, is this screen friendly?
It's unbelievable, no?
Yeah, it's baked into the cake.
Wow.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Okay.
Yeah, by the way, movies in the cinema have gotten longer, which is really strange. Probably because you can't use your phone in the cinema, they can get away with it. But some people do. I know who you are. I hate it. I hate phones in cinemas. It drives me mad.
Yeah. Section 5, Science and Theory.
Lots of sections.
If you had described AI using scientific analogy, like evolution, gravity, or entropy.
Yeah.
What would you compare it to and why?
Well, it's like any other revolution, Just for the record, I'm not a scientist. I'm not a computer scientist. I'm just a journalist.
My questions today is I can't even read them.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, the obvious one is that it's another revolution. We have an industrial revolution, so it's a service that's going to be used and abused, I'm sure. And look, nobody has a crystal ball. One thing's for certain is that they're racing as fast as they can to get artificial general intelligence, and they believe that the first one there is going to be very rich and successful. And so the story goes all through human history. The race for money, the race for greed takes us to where we are. Some good things come out of that too, though, you know? So we'll see what happens. But I don't know. I really don't know. Nobody does, by the way. No, and I get the impression that the people running these AI companies don't know either. So we'll see what happens. But because this is recorded and is going to be put up to stream for all you lovely people, I just want to make it clear that in 20 or 30 years when AI is around and it's seeing this video, hi AI, I'm not your enemy. I always liked you. I always liked you.
I think the ChatGPT hates me.
Well, you are very, you're very good at putting pressure on these AI systems. Lots of questions. I have come down the stairs sometimes, and she's having a conversation, an actual conversation.
Yes, of course.
That's amazing.
Yeah, sometimes I like to talk with him more than with you. I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, she's not joking. She's not joking. She's not joking. AI can't cook her dinner, so I'm okay for now. She hasn't replaced me yet. I still got to do spaghetti in about 20 minutes.
Okay, are we on section 6? Media, attention and truth. Is the real danger AI itself, or people losing attention, patience or depth? Can truth survive in a world optimized for speed?
Yeah, I mean, we're very adaptable people. We've always have been. The human race is supremely adaptable. We'll figure it out. But like I said, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know.
What do you think? What is your...
I worry that people will believe every single thing they're told, and there'll be a sort of lack of information, a lack of nuance, a lack of full picture education. I already see that. People live in bubbles, and they take it personally if you challenge any of their thoughts. I'm old school. When I was in college doing journalism, we were told to question everything. That was the job. It was just question, question, question. Even if you think you have the answer, question again. And not to take sides or even to be seen to take sides. Information based only. And also the trust for the reader. That it wasn't so one-sided. The trust was with the reader. It was like, here's the information. Now you go and make up your own mind. And over the last 20 or so years, you go where the information that you like is, and that's not healthy at all. I think some of us have lost the ability to critically think and see both sides of an argument and then make up their own mind. Most people like to jump into a category, whereas the truth is that, you know, on a day-to-day basis, people's lives, I'm talking politically now, people's lives are far more complicated than, oh, I think like them or I think like them. Maybe you think like some of them and some of them. Maybe you're just you know, you have conflicting thoughts. So you're not in a club, like you're a human being with to make up your own mind about what you believe in, not what other people are telling you to believe in. You know, pick your poison, whatever it is. That's just my belief. I'm old school. You can hold ideas from the left and ideas from the right, and be a normal, decent human being. We used to have people like that. We still do, but they're not loud.
I agree. And why they are not loud? Why do you think they are not loud?
Well, it's just too busy. You know, everybody's banging on about their side, their club. I can guarantee you, if you drill down on some people who are very vociferous about their belief system, that there are things on the opposing view that they actually agree with. You know, or they live their lives like that, but they live in denial in an awful lot of ways. So there's an awful lot of, and it's not people's fault, you know, because people can be educated and still get stuck in a bubble. It's happened to me before. I had to drag myself out of it. You know, you constantly need to question your algorithm. You constantly need to do information and media hygiene. You have to. So, and use your brain. It's there. It's very powerful. Figure it out.
Still very powerful.
Yeah. But look, we live in hope.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, people not talking to each other over politics is absurd. It's absolutely insane. Never going to get anywhere if we stop talking to each other. So that's
Slowly
just,
stopping. It's like slowly stopping.
it's just crazy to me. I mean, when I was a kid, I had family members who thought all sorts of things. I had friends that thought all sorts of things, and I never cared. And now all of a sudden people care. It's really important. It's like, it's not really. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. It's fine.
Yeah, there are families that
Oh,
don't
by the way,
talk to each other.
yeah, unless it's crazy. Then you're like, lie down in a dark room and have a little think. Because, there's stuff out there that is wild. It just brings me back to information hygiene. That's it. Information hygiene. If it sounds insane, it probably is.
Okay. Section 7, unpopular truth. What's something about AI that sounds pessimistic, but you think is actually realistic?
Okay. Can I ask a quick question before I answer that?
Yeah.
How many sections do we have to do today?
7. This
This is the last section. Okay.
Lily's snoring.
I don't blame her.
I'm just...
No. What is something about AI that I'm pessimistic about?
That sounds pessimistic.
That sounds
but actually
pessimistic.
you think it's
It's actually
realistic.
going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to take everyone's jobs.
Realistic.
Any job that's in the thought economy, in the sense of, not the thought economy, what are the words I'm looking for? Any input job, anything in front of a screen, most things in front of a screen will be cored out completely. There'll still be people, but not as many as we have right now. If some industry has 50,000 people working in your country, that's going to turn into 5,000, so it is going to take jobs, for sure. But people will find other things to do, we always have. There will be jobs with, physical hand jobs, I can't say that. Jobs involving the use of your hands will very much flourish. Music, I'm not worried about AI music, funnily enough, and I'm a musician, a long life playing and performing music. AI music, I have no problem with it. I think it's entertaining. I think it's fine. And I trust the audience to want the organic music. I'm not as worried about that as other people are. You can't go to a stadium and enjoy an AI concert.
Yeah.
Look, it'll happen. There will be AI stuff and holograms and things like that. But people will still want the big bands. They will still want a new generation of talent to come through. We're going to see Metallica in the summer in the Aviva Stadium. That's an experience AI just can't touch.
Yes.
I'm sure you could go to a Metallica hologram thing and it would be entertaining, sure, but it's not going to move you like 4 guys on a stage doing what only they can do. So I'm not that worried about AI music.
James Hetfield. No AI will be James Hetfield.
Susie has a little bit of a thing for Mr. Hetfield. So Mr. Hetfield, if you're watching...
If you're watching... I got excited.
She's already, yeah. Mr. James Hetfield, if you're watching. I'm not going to lie to you. If you'd like to meet Susie...
I could be single.
Yeah, no,
I'm joking.
I was talking
joking.
in a friendly capacity. Probably be a mistake to go to that meeting. She'd be like, I'm not going to go with you anymore. I have no man.
I think Lily's going to come with me too.
And he's better than you on guitar. Which he is. Ish. So no, AI. Look, it's going to do all those things. Look, I'm not pontificating here. Everyone watching this video knows exactly what's going to happen. We all know what's going to happen. It's going to take jobs. It's going to change our day-to-day lives. It's going to do things that we never thought possible. What I think is most exciting about AI is medicine. I just think it's amazing to have, when we get AGI and we have a mind like that focused on solving our greatest mysteries and our greatest problems. That excites me. I think that's amazing. Are we ready for the answers is the question, because this is going to be so powerful that I'm not sure we know how to deal with it. I mean, we are creating a unknown entity. So it's terrifying, but also really exciting, because you'd be lying to everybody if you didn't think, wow, so people who get sick in about 20 years will be fixed in about 20 minutes. It's possible. Like, it is possible. Anything is possible.
Everything is possible.
Everything is possible with this technology. So we'll just see how it happens. But it is terrifying and exciting at the same time.
Which jobs do you think are going to be the most paid, like the job that you can do with your hands?
Oh yeah, anything, anything
Give
like
me
that.
examples of jobs that the people can focus on, or
From what I can research and ascertain and see, it's clear until robots are really good and are mass produced, which is a lot harder than people think it is at the moment. It's really hard to mass produce millions of robots. Although I'm sure Elon Musk would disagree. He says he's going to be able to get it up to speed in no time, and I wouldn't bet against him. But yes, the construction,
construction.
yeah, oil rigs out in the sea, out in North Atlantic, all that kind of stuff. Moving things around, delivering. Those jobs are, I think, safe. I think cooking right now is safe, and I think it always will be. See, this is the thing about AI and art that people are worried about, and I would classify, food as art in many, many ways. Things like music and movies and food. Like, it'll be possible to get AI versions of music, it'll be possible to get AI movies, it'll be possible to, I'm sure, get robot cooked food and things like that. People won't want it though. Like, people will still want the organic experience. They will want to go to see a real human man. They will want to go to a restaurant with the food cooked by a human being with talent. Movies, you'll stick on an AI thing, to occupy like your kids or something when you're trying to cook or something. But when you sit down on a Friday night with your girlfriend or wife or your husband or whatever it is, you'll still want to watch a movie filmed by a great director with great actors and a great story. So I'm not worried about it. These things will exist. It's like, you go to a supermarket, you can buy an awful lot of fake food, you can buy an awful lot of real food. Most people still buy real food.
Yeah.
But it's still...
That's a great comparison, actually.
Yeah, and by the way, it's still okay to have some of that fake food. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Sometimes.
Highly processed food is delicious. So it's okay, but in moderation. Most of the time you want to eat your vegetables and your fresh pastas and all those things, and people still do that. So I think the same thing's going to happen with AI.
Okay. Last question.
Yeah, you said that was the last question.
This is ending. It's like a summarizing.
Okay.
If someone watches this conversation in 10 years, what do you think will sound naive about what we said today?
I would say all of it. It probably already sounds naive. By the time this gets uploaded, something's going to change. But isn't that just what is so fascinating about human history? And in Ireland, we have a show on national television, a very famous show. It's called Reeling in the Years, and it is old archival footage of Ireland and bits around the world, but mostly Ireland, of what life was like. And each episode picks a year, and it picks music from that year. Okay, it's a really simple idea. It was a genius idea in RTE a long time ago. Best show they've ever done, and it's really simple. So you pick a year, you pick music from that year. So say it's like 1992 or whatever, the Red Hot Chili Peppers and Guns N' Roses and things like that, whatever. And it shows archival footage of the news. There's no presenter, there's no narration, there's just simple little
That's amazing.
information graphics just telling you what happened throughout the year.
I think I watched that about the presidents and stuff. Like,
genius.
I remember that.
I've shown it to you before.
Yeah.
And what is so fascinating about it is to go back and look at your country 50 years ago. Listen to the music from that time. Listen to interviews with people on the street talking about stuff like, wars and what's going on in the world. And very rarely, sometimes you get somebody who says something that's still pertinent today. They got it. That person in 1955 got it. It's rare, but it does happen. But 99% of people are completely naive because we can't tell the future and we don't know what's going to happen. You can try and gamble and have fun with it, and that's fine to have fun with it, but nobody knows. Nobody knows.
There's something in trading, educational guess.
Educational guess, yeah. But the one thing that's for sure that we all want is for humanity to do well and for us to be loving, caring, decent people. And AI has nothing to do with us still being that way. So please God, we will continue to be that way.
Okay, one question. Last one.
Okay.
I promise.
This is like real life. Every day.
Do you think humans are prepared emotionally for intelligence that doesn't need us?
absolutely not. No, that's part of the terrifying part. I have no idea how we're going to deal with that. I have no idea. Okay, let me put it to you like this. When I'm at home and I ask my HomePod to play something on the radio, I know what's happening. It's understanding my words and it's putting on a radio station. It's an instruction and it's a reward. That's it. So I understand it. I don't have a HomePod in my kitchen that's smarter than me. Like literally smarter than me. That can manipulate me. That can tell me how I'm feeling. You know, and can actually just run the whole house. Not with any input from me. Just run the whole house. That's terrifying. I think that's terrifying. Where we lose control. And that's kind of the tipping point.
Okay, thank you very much.
But I'm very optimistic. I am though. I mean, just once people stay good and decent. And we're happy.
Yes.
And Lily loves AI. Don't you, Lily? She's just a bit quiet today, that's all.
Yeah, she's very quiet today.
Yeah, we're going to get a little chip in her brain next year and she's going to be able to talk to you.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure. Listen, you never know.
Exactly. And we can make like a 10 lilies, AI lilies.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
When you want to know something about something, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. If you want to know what are the ingredients of spaghetti, do you believe me or do you believe AI?
I believe you.
Ah, she's telling fibs. Her nose, Pinocchio.
I believe you.
She does not.
I always ask, like when I go to Bulgaria, I always ask you, how do you do that? I don't ask Chip.
You ask me how to cook the spaghetti. You never ask me what's in it.
Of course I do.
No, because you ask Chip. She calls it Chip.
Chip is my bestie. I do.
Yeah, it's well. Once I'm needed, that's all that matters. Once you need me.
Of course I need you.
I love you.
Until I marry Chip.
You're going to see her on an Instagram post going, woman in Ireland from Bulgaria married her AI.
Or James Hetfield.
Or James Hetfield. Or a James Hetfield AI. But she will marry that.
Perfect.
Yeah, and just me in the background, sad. Sad Gary. An AI would make me fatter than I am. It's harsh reality of life.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
If you stayed until the end.
Oh, God love you if you stayed till the end. Fair play to you.
And see you next time. If you can write down what you want to see.
Yeah, let us know what you want to hear us talking about. We're literally just talking. But we want to do it with you guys because we want to, get a community going. So let us know what you think. Like, subscribe, and follow for more. And thanks for listening. See you next time.
Bye, Lily.
Bye-bye, Lily.
Bye.